Alright, so I just want to make this like quick tutorial on how to make one of those like multicam videos like, properly, because sometimes people end up making those but they're not properly synced. So first off, you want to be in the place you're going to record, of course, and optionally you could also have your camera filter. So I like to choose depth because it's one of the better ones. And then you can choose your camera angle. For example, I could go here. Actually, I was gonna use in the editor free cam, but I guess it wasn't enough. Like, and then after you're done, you can go play your show tape, or you can just go play your show tape and choose the angle from there. Because what you want to do is stop your show tape first, go to the very beginning, so that's easier to properly sync. Then go to the location you're gonna film, then record. I'm just gonna stop its recording so I can have this as a separate thing. I just realized I just realized I recorded an entire other angle without explaining what I was gonna be doing. Anyway, so what I'm gonna be doing next is I'm gonna be recording every angle before I import them all to CapCut. It's also important that you have the original music file, which I'm pretty sure you should, unless you already deleted it off your computer to save more space. I suggest still having it so that it would be even easier to sync, because let's say you put an Audacity and put like a 5-second silence. If you don't have that 5-second silence, then it's probably gonna be a bit harder to sync, but probably doesn't matter much. Anyway, I'm gonna be recording Helen now, so here we go. Okay, so basically what you're gonna do here is you're gonna take your angles. I only have Chuck and Krusty here, for example. But first, you're also going to have the original music file, like I stated. So first drag your music file, then drag your first angle. Make sure to not put it in the first layer if you're using CapCut, because you won't be able to like move it around like this if you're gonna like crop out a part of it. So let's say we're not gonna crop out a part of it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna drag the audio, and like you see these peaks here. You were basically just gonna match it with the peaks over here. Also, it's better to have it at a higher frame rate, not because your videos at not because your videos at a higher frame rate, but because the audio is gonna be easier to sync if it has more frames. But for me, I did record in 60 FPS, so I kind of have to do that. But this is just an example video. This isn't gonna be the actual one I'm uploading. So now we have this. So now we sync it up as much as we can. But we can't match it perfectly because we're still stuck like a certain amount of frames. Now play your video to see if it sounds good enough. That sounds good enough. Alright, so now we grab our second angle and we go put it a layer above. And as you can see here, it's a bit desynced, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this video, we're going to cut it. Then after that we put it to the beginning. And after that, what we're going to do is we're going to match the peaks again to this part of the video. Again, as much as we possibly can. Alright, that sounds good enough. And make sure you have all your audio channels muted because it's going to sound like there's some random cuts. So now we have this. So you're wondering how we're going to be... Basically what you're going to do is you're just going to straight up cut them. And then delete the bits you don't need. So that's what it's going to look like. Actually, no, there's like a better example here. Like, get rid of this part. And like that, essentially. Then you just have to edit the rest of your video, but of course I don't have it here. So yeah, that's my tutorial.